My name is Eugene. They call me Spin on the streets. I moved up here in California, met Hank Crasper, a real good buddy of mine right now, and it was weird because I just got out of prison in California, and then I came up here. My dad retired from the Navy, and then I came up here, and everything was kind of like slow, but I got it. You get into it real quick, and it just blew up, and then next thing I know, I was full blown into the drugs, and I really didn't do like drugs in California. I went to prison because I was in the gang stuff, you know what I mean? But I didn't do no major drugs until I came to Oregon, and it was weird because all of a sudden I was doing methamphetamine, and then I got introduced to heroin, and my life just went boom, in and out of prison, jail. It's just all bad. I don't even like to glorify it, man, but it was a rough life. I was molested when I was 7, and I was a family member, and that kind of threw me for a loop, really messed with my head, so to speak, you know what I mean? So I got into a lot of, like I said, I got into the gang thing, and for me, in and out, in and out, in and out, there was just that one time and I got offered to go to drug court. I was looking at 8 years, you know what I mean, ready to go back, and I was just like, I want to try it to get out, you know what I mean? But as I got going and I started learning more, I mean, if it wasn't for drug court, Oxford, lead, I don't think I would have made it, honestly. When I was staying in Marion County Work Center, and I was staying there as subsidy, and I was going to drug court, and I wasn't fully in drug court yet, and I went to every Oxford house but it was really, like, I'm known in this town, so like every Oxford house I went to, there was either somebody that was either in there or somebody that you had a problem, or, oh no, you don't want him, this, that, blah, blah, blah. He's just going to do what he did before, you know what I mean, and all that stuff. That's what he is, and this is how he is. But the last house I got into, Mellow House, I thought they were playing around when they said, oh yeah, we'll give you a call back. Well, they were calling me, and I thought they were calling me to say no. So I ended up staying at the work center for another 2.5 weeks when I didn't have to. And then one of the guys that was in drug court, he was in phase 3. He was at drug court with me. He goes, why didn't you call us back? We've been waiting for you. You've got a room. We accepted you. And I was like, what? For real? So I moved in there, and like I said, I've been there almost 4 years. It's a structured living, drug-free. You do UAs, all this and that, but a lot of people can't stand it. But for me, I never had structure like that. So I never had that accountability or whatever. I was just doing whatever I wanted to do. So when you get into that frame or that structured living, it helped me adjust because I was working, so I'd come home from work. I made sure I paid my bills, you know what I mean, got my groceries, made my food, you know what I mean. You learn stuff as you're going. I have a 6-year-old daughter now. She's my purpose, along with me just trying to get myself clean. But I'm fighting cancer, stage 3 cancer right now, stomach cancer. But I graduated drug court. All that kind of stuff is just surreal to me because I wasn't used to it, you know what I mean. I held a job, and then now I'm fighting this cancer stuff. I still not giving up, you know what I mean. In my journey, the people who impacted me, influenced me the most, number one mostly was Hank Crasper. I've known him for a long time, but to watch him transform, I mean, when he said, oh my gosh, I got a son, I got to do this, do that, and we were just getting high before that, you know what I mean. And so, like, to watch him do it, and then see where he's at now with his family, you know what I mean, and everything, it made me realize, well, he can do it, I can do it. And he always told me that. He goes, you can do it, you can do it. So yeah, number one, Hank Crasper, Josh Lair, Anna Whitlock. Well, now it's Anna Jefferson. Drug court. Melissa Miller was a big one for me. She was great in challenging me to do what I needed to do and pull my head out of my butt or whatever, so to speak, to keep going. And Judge Leith, he was hard on me too, you know what I mean. And those type of things, well, man, I've never had them before. So when I was faced with it, it was like they did it just the right way, you know what I mean. They really did it. I can't thank them enough. Even law enforcement that I used to run from, that I see every now and then, when they come up and say, hey, Eugene, it's good to see that you're doing well, man. It's better not to hear your name across the waves anymore, but yet that you're doing well. So that's another big reinforcement to me. To the people who support LEAD, Oxford, however the funding comes in, without you guys, we wouldn't be able to get the help that we need, especially to addictions, housing, all that. You know what I mean? Clothes, I mean, you name it. That's the stuff that we don't have out there. And people to come and say, hey, you can actually, these people are actually going to help you. I, for one, can prove and attest to that. Yeah, they did. They helped me. You know what I mean? And I'm still going strong. So I want to say thank you again to all that, because we wouldn't have it if people weren't funding that. I think that if more people are aware that there's actually help out there, and that people like me can attest to, hey man, it's really here and you can do it, I know that it'll make more changes. It's just got to be there. You know what I mean? So thank you for that.